Hi! You can use the new Spooky Sweet stamp set from the 2018 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog to make some really adorable Halloween treat ideas. But today I'm going to demonstrate how to drop the sweets and make a spooky handmade Halloween card. Making the Spooky Sweet stamp set even better is it coordinates with the Spooky Bats Punch. I'm Shelly Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 17 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. So first I'm going to show you how to make an ominous Halloween sky for our Spooky Bats to fly in. Here's a closer view of the Spooky Sweet stamp set and coordinating Spooky Bats Punch. And when you order the two of these together using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on both. And look, this Spooky Sweet stamp set also coordinates with the Twinkle Builder Punch from the 2018-2019 Stampin' Up! Catalog. It'll punch out the moon and the star. Fantastic! We'll be using that too. And so let's go ahead and get started. I'll put aside the punch for now, and I have some Whisper White cardstock. So we're going to create our night sky, and we're going to start with the Night of Navy Classic Stampin' Pad. I'm going to flip that up, slide it in, and a quick swipe on my stamping sleeves in case I got ink on my hands. I'm really good at that. So my sponge brayer, we're going to roll it across. That's what you call loading it up. And we're going to turn our white cardstock into blue. And so, you know, whenever I'm designing a card, I rarely go with the first design. You do something that's not quite like, oh, wait a minute, if I change this. And so I thought I had it all designed. And then I went back and made my sky really deep. Well, so deep I couldn't see the images all that well. So I'm like, wait a minute, let's go back. What did I do before? Okay, so I don't want this perfect. I want the color to fade in and out, but I do want it deeper at the top. So let's add some more. We just won't go crazy like I did. Because I looked at my card and thought I should love this. Why don't I? Okay, that's about as deep as I'd like. Fantastic. So we're done with this. So a little push, flip, and click. Make sure it's shut. And let's clean ourselves. We don't want to smudge anything. And I'm using my stamping sleeves. And I'll have a link under the video and where you can pick up a pair so you're not smudging your handmade cards either if you have that trouble. All right, so what we're also going to use is the tree from the Sheltering Tree stamp set, making it part of our whole scene. That is a fantastic stamp. And we're going to use it with the early espresso. And here's the stamp. So same thing, we'll open this up, slide that in. There we go. And give this a real good inking. I love our classic Stampin' pads. They are so big that we can do a big stamp like this. Turn over, that's looking really good. And I want to go off the edge a little bit. Okay, so we're just pressing everywhere because we want a good image. You don't have to press hard, just pressing everywhere. Oh yeah, doesn't that look good against our night sky? But we are not done with our night sky, but we are done with the early espresso. That slide, click, put that aside. Okay, so this is what I thought was really cool about this stamp. Well, the bats, and oh my goodness, I love this for the sky. So we're going to make our a bit of a stormy Halloween night sky. And we're going to use the basic gray. Pick that up, slide that in. Okay. I had tried Smoky Slate, but, well, clearly I ended up going with the basic gray. The Smoky Slate, it was really subtle. You know, you couldn't really necessarily see it, but you could see something was going on. Oh, doesn't that look good? So we'll go off the edge. I don't want them constant. And come over here. That's looking really good. Okay, when I went full strength over the tree, it kind of overtook it. So how about we stamp off? But I did want some clouds in the tree too. Oh, that's looking good. We'll be using this again in a minute, so let's leave that on there. And all right, so what we want to do next are the bats, and we'll be punching them out. So I've got some more Whisper White cardstock. Put this right here, and I've got my Tuxedo black Memento ink pad. I made my own. And so I wrote on it so I would know, because I love the big Stampin' Up! Pads. And I'll have a link to that video so you can see how to make your own. And so our bats. Okay, and so sometimes you need to think about the punch because we're going to be sliding it in. We'll be doing that big one. So how about we turn this upside down? Now these are solid, so again, let's hold it down. A little extra long. Oh yeah, they're looking good. All right, so let's slide this open. We're not quite done with that, so we'll, and then slide this in. I just love that about the Stampin' Up! Punches, that you can stamp then punch the image. So we just need to rotate it so we get it in there. There we go. Because if you punched first and then tried to stamp, well, wouldn't that be a trick? Hey, I think that's looking pretty good. Can you tell? You might have a better angle from where you're at because you're right over top. Okay. I think we're looking good. Let's try. Oh, there we go. We've got our bats. Fantastic. Okay, so I said we'll be using that black again in a minute, but hey, while we're in the punching mood, how about we do our moon? And for our moon, I have Saffron. I didn't want to overtake the whole thing. That's why I did a lighter color. This is one of the subtles, so slide that. Okay, there we go. And our moon. I did try stars. Oh, I didn't do a good job. Well, I made it extra long so I had something to hang on to, so I've got plenty. If not, I had the other side. There we go. Okay, we're done with that. And here. So like I said, I tried some stars, but I thought, well, if it's a cloudy sky, you couldn't see the stars. But if you want to do a card with the stars, it does look nice, you know, stamping those all around. All right, so again, just centering this in here. And see why it's nice to have something to hang on to. Because sometimes I'll, you know, because you're always grabbing scraps for this, and I'll try to get one that's just the right size, and trying to fit it in there, just not the easiest thing. So there we go. Oh my goodness, our card is coming together so quickly. Okay, so I left this out, remember? Our basic gray. Let's stamp that off a little bit, and we want our moon is behind the clouds. There we go. So we're done with this. And slide. And if your pads are a little bit stiff, take some Vaseline petroleum jelly and put it in the track. Take a Q-tip. That'll just loosen them right up. And they get looser with time. Okay, and so I want a greeting and my Happy Halloween. Well, that's from this same stamp set. So back with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. And we'll come down here. And that was another thing with making my sky so dark. I couldn't see my greeting all that well either. Oh, great! This is coming together. Okay. And so we're going to put the moon and the bats on with our SNAIL adhesive. And that stands for Super Neat Affordable Inline Adhesive. Just in case you're wondering where they came up with the word snail. And doesn't our moon look good with some clouds on it? All right, so, and, you know, or you could use mini glue dots if that's easier for you. And then on a small area like this, the SNAIL adhesive. Turn that over. Or, you know, you could just stamp these in the solid black, but, you know, just punch them in black, but I like the color around it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start placing. And if you're trying to figure out how to place them, you can, whoops, wrong punch. You could just look at even the orientation that Stampin' Up! Had them and go, okay, because that looks really good, right? So you could go by that. I want one touching the moon and this guy flying off over here. Yeah, oh, it looks, makes the sky look a little bit scary. All right, and so then I had to figure out how to layer it. And I really liked it on the Night of Navy, keeping that blue sky going. But I wanted a little bit more, and so instead of doing that full 1/4 inch larger, that was more yellow than I wanted, cut this to the same size. And I'll have a link to my blog post, but look, I like that cattywampus. Does that look good? All right, and so then I thought, well, a little black built in, well, we'll do the same thing. All right, but I'll have a link to my blog post with all of the measurements, so we can go ahead and put these together. Our SNAIL adhesive again. Isn't this an easy card? You could make a bunch of these in no time at all. Okay, so I want, there, see that little bit peeking out? I like that. So I still get the color, but not overdone. Because it is a Halloween night sky after all, and so that's where black really works in, so you need to turn it the other way so it's peeking out. Here, let's put it against the blue so you can see. So we've got it showing over here and there. Doesn't that look good? All right, so let's press all that together. Easy, easy, easy. And I thought, well, we need a little bit of bling, and look at this. Oh my goodness, this glittery organdy ribbon from the holiday catalog in black. Oh, love it. And so I thought, well, we'll put it here along the bottom. I didn't want a bow. This isn't a frilly girly card, which I love, but this is a Halloween, spooky Halloween card, but isn't that pretty against the blue? So here's how we're gonna hold that in place. I have my tear and tape adhesive. Love this stuff, so easy to work with. So we're just gonna put a strip along the bottom here. Okay, fantastic. And then, oh, okay, we're doing a no-no. See my paper snips with ribbon on them? These are for ribbon only. I moved them for some reason. I don't know what happened to them. I thought I had them over here, my regular ones. And we'll just trim along here and here. I like to cut along the edge so I know where to cut. Instead of from the front, I follow the edge then. Okay, and we'll be using these again to trim our ribbon. And so now, because this is going to lay really nice on this, right? Oh, before we do that, we need to take off the backing. So I like to push it down, right? If it's sticking really well, it should make the backing easier to come up. Ah, there we go. And I cut that straight so I can go right along this edge. So I'm going to center it. Isn't that sharp against the blue? Oh my goodness, love it. All right, now with our paper snips, we'll open that again. See how easy it is when you have something to put your scissors against? Love that. Oh, this ribbon. Crazy about this ribbon in the holiday catalog. All right. And it's with the Halloween stuff. So now to finish it, all we need to do is put this down. So here's the thing. Now we've got ribbon on there. So we can go ahead and use our SNAIL adhesive along the top. I always say 1 inch in each corner. You could have just gone across the whole thing. But because of the ribbon, we want an extra strong adhesive because part of this will be touching it. So we're going to use the mini glue dots. Take these out of the box. Peel it back until you can see them in the light. There we go. And so now this will also go on our card, a little cattywampus. Doesn't that look good? And see, and this isn't sticky at all because the adhesive's on there. It didn't come through the ribbon. And there we go. So we've got a Halloween treat with the Spooky Sweet stamp set that there's nothing sweet about it, but lots of spooky. If you'd like to make my Spooky Sweets Halloween card, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.